So before we can do anything with Selenium Server, we need to download it and get it running. Now, Selenium Server is actually a Java program because Selenium was originally built for Java and in Java. So you will need to have the JRE or Java Runtime Environment installed. If you don't have that installed already, most people do, but if you don't, then you can just go to Java and you can just search for Java and java.com get Java, and you can download Java. Once you have that installed, then what we're going to do here is we're going to just go to seleniumhq.org/download, and here we're going to grab Selenium Server. So we're going to download the latest version here, and you can see that it's a jar file. So I'll go ahead and keep this. And then I'm going to copy this over to a location where we can use this and run it. So I'm going to copy this to a utilities folder on my machine here. And so now I've got the Selenium Server standalone jar, and I had already downloaded one, so let's just go ahead and fix that name. And what we're going to do here is we're going to run this, but before you can run this, you do need to have Java in your path, or you can reference the full Java bin directory, but it's usually easier to go ahead and put Java in your path. And you may have already done this, but if you haven't, you can just go into your control panel under System, and you'll want to go to Advanced System Settings. And then under here, you want to go to Environment Variables and set up your path here. And you can see that I've went ahead and already set up my path here, and I've added to my path program files x86 java/jre/bin. And this may be a different install location for you depending on what version of Java you've installed, but you basically just need to get to this bin directory. Once you have that, then you can go ahead and go into the directory where you've installed Selenium Server. So I'm just going to open up a command prompt here just by doing command. And on this command prompt, I'm going to type Java to make sure that I can access Java. And then I'm just going to do java-jar, and then I'm going to choose that Selenium jar. So we're going to just auto-complete this, and we can run this here. You can also do a --port if you happen to already have this port in use and specify the port number you want. We're just going to go ahead and run this as is. And you can see that it says it's launching Selenium Server as a standalone server. And what it's doing here is it's creating a simple web server that's going to listen on a port here. And you can see that it says remote WebDriver instances should connect to, and it's got my address here. It's got a 127.0.0.1 for the local host, basically, and then port 4444/WD/hub. And so now if we point a WebDriver, a remote WebDriver in our test at this address, it will communicate with the server in order to execute the test. So this is all we need to do to get server running. At this point, we have server running, and we do need to leave this open because server is running in this process.